Jacob and Esau. Isaac grew up to be a man. He married Rebekah. For many years, they could not have a baby. So Isaac prayed to God. God answered their prayers. Rebekah had twin boys. They were named Esau and Jacob. During birth, Esau came at first, but Jacob was holding on to his heel. The brothers were very different from each other. Esau has red hair and is very hairy, while Jacob has smooth skin. When they grew up, they became even more different. Esau became a hunter and loved spending time outside. His father Isaac loved eating meat, so Esau was his favorite. Jacob, on the other hand, was a quiet guy and liked staying indoors. Their mother, Rebekah, liked Jacob more. In those days, the father gave the first son a blessing. It was called the birthright blessing. It means he is entitled to all their money, land, and everything. Esau should get this blessing when he grows up. One day, Esau came in from an unsuccessful hunt very hungry and found Jacob making a stew. He asked Jacob for some stew. Jacob replied that he would only give him some if Esau gave him his birthright. Esau, who was then very hungry, said he doesn't care about the blessing and that Jacob could have it. Jacob gave him a huge bowl of stew. Time passed. Isaac became really old and he became blind. Isaac knew he would die soon. He called on to Esau and asked him to go out and hunt him the meat that he liked. He would give him his blessing after it. Rebekah, after hearing what Isaac said, ran to her son Jacob. And together, they planned to trick Isaac into giving his blessing to Jacob instead. So Jacob has to pretend that he is Esau. They waited for Esau to leave. Rebekah told Jacob to put sheepskin on his arms and wear Esau's smelly clothes while she cooks for her dying husband. Jacob brought the delicious food to his father and asked for his blessing. Isaac wondered why the voice sounded like Jacob's, but when he touched his hairy body, he did not suspect anymore. With that, Jacob received his father's blessing. Esau came back after his hunt, but he was too late. His brother already received his blessing. Esau was very furious. Rebekah helped Jacob run away so Esau wouldn't kill him. While away, he stayed with his uncle Laban. Laban has two beautiful daughters. The older one is Leah and the younger one is Rachel. Jacob fell in love with Rachel and wanted to marry her. Laban agreed, but said that Jacob has to work for him as a shepherd for 7 years. On their wedding night, Laban swapped the bride for the older sister Leah. Laban agreed for Jacob to also marry the younger sister Rachel a week later, but only if Jacob works for him for another 7 years. He had 12 sons and 1 daughter. 2 of his sons are from his beloved Rachel. After a long time, God commanded him to return to his father's land, but he was so scared of Esau. He sent gifts to satisfy Esau before he arrived. The night before Jacob crossed the Jabbok River, he wrestled with God and was given the name Israel, along with God's blessing. When Jacob saw Esau with all his men, he bowed to the ground 7 times. Esau ran and met Jacob. The brothers embraced each other, and together they wept. They were very happy to see each other again.